All right, everybody, welcome to episode 2 of All Talk Sports Podcast, brought to you by Sherfoot Denture Clinic and GPM Contracting. Well, I guess not as per usual, because we got our permanent host now. We got Kason on the far left, we got Arnold in the middle, and me, Dane, on the right side.
How's it going, boys?
How are we doing, boys?
Doing good.
That was full red. Okay, it's whatever.
A lot of our podcast is just loud noises.
Yeah.
It's okay, though. All right, well, we're going to keep her up where we left off last time. MLB, biggest MLB news. Shohei Ohtani, AL MVP frontrunner, future owner of the largest contract in MLB history, tears his UCL today.
Oof.
Will not pitch again in 2023. What do you guys think about that?
That's
25 minutes ago that came out.
Yeah, that's recent. That's bad.
Well, he left the game today with right arm discomfort, but now it's a UCL.
Might not need surgery, though.
That would be convenient.
He's going to DH until the end of the year, and then he'll pitch in 2024.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he pitches and hits, though. He's not that great of a pitcher, in all honesty.
Maybe he just thinks he's good.
But
Maybe he's like...
the fact that he
head's
can do
been
it
built.
just makes it impressive.
Exactly.
Well, anybody could do it if you really gave him the training
Yeah.
that he had.
They probably filled up with too much confidence.
No
We think
question
he
that
can.
Shohei's special.
But
He doesn't
I like
know
him.
doing
I do
all
like
this.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Greatest of all
He's
time.
hit 3 home runs. First time in his career. It's pretty good.
I mean,
De La Cruz with that. What?
Ellie De La Cruz had a 3 RBI triple today.
That's good.
That's kind of average for him, though. He's like the fastest guy in baseball.
That's what he should be doing.
I mean, yeah, if you're fast, you might as well hit triples.
I don't like his celly, though. I don't. It's like, he does this. He goes like this. He goes,
That's what you gotta do every once in a while.
annoying.
Paul DeYoung had a home run and 4 RBIs
No.
the day after he
I
left.
just saw he had 3 hits. He actually?
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's our hitting coach. Probably, the Blue Jays hitting coach probably told him some stupid
That's
shit.
hilarious.
Not funny.
Oh, Wander Franco was placed on leave.
Warner Franco's on administrative leave.
Yeah,
Well,
that was a given.
that's deserving.
Drinking, and there's pictures of her driving, and she's a kid. She's not 14.
Okay, well then what?
Then why is he on leave?
Either she's doing more illegal shit than Wander is, or she's not at 14.
I mean, the picture, we already talked about this last time.
Yeah.
She looks 14.
We don't need to go on about
But-
this. Maybe she's just a young-looking 20-year-old.
Maybe. Are those out there?
Seen a few.
Seen a few in my time. Yeah.
What else we got?
I mean, not much on the MLB side.
There's really not too much.
Mariners had their 8-game win streak snapped today in the 10th inning on an error. White Sox, which is
That's
nice.
They had a throwing error. It went off what's his face? Went off one of their players' helmets and into the outfield, and he scored from second.
That's a tough way to lose.
Brutal. That is pretty brutal.
That is really bad.
Yeah, that is brutal.
It's kind of like when that got hit by the pitch. And they won. That was funny.
3 of the top 5 prospects got called up to AA today. Actually, 4 of them got called up in the past since our last podcast. Jackson Holliday's in AA for Baltimore. We got Paul Skeens is up to Pittsburgh AA.
I saw that Jackson Holiday could be up by playoffs.
You probably will like to the show.
Yep.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
would be pretty
He's in Chattanooga right now, so. But
Yeah.
good.
It says they could.
Anthony Santander homers twice and win over Blue Jays. Blue Jays. Dang
When
Blue
was that?
Jays.
Did they play
That
the
was
Rays?
just that was supposed to be
that
40
was
minutes ago.
that was a couple hours ago.
That's tough.
But what were you talking about? Oh yeah, Dylan Cruz is up to AA now, and Ethan Salas, the 17-year-old catcher for San Diego, who signed for like $6 million in international free agency.
That guy's gonna be
Oh,
deadly.
The one problem with that though is he was hitting 200 in high A. So why is he up?
does this make sense to you guys? O'Neal Cruz has rehab on hold due to left foot soreness.
He's not going to come back.
No?
Pirates are so far out of the race, he's not coming back.
I
There's
like
no
him.
point if they're that far out of the
There's no
race.
point.
Then
That's exactly
might as well just keep him out. At that point,
Poor
Sure.
guy.
God,
he's one big bitch though.
What is he, like
That's massive.
6'7"?
6'7". I think.
That's
he's the same size as Ellie.
No.
No, Ellie. Him and Ellie are like the same person, except Ellie's a switch hitter.
Yeah.
Both setting records for StatCast throws and runs and whatever. All that and whatnot.
There's not really much for baseball.
No,
Wait.
No, there's not much.
updated standings. Actually, Tampa's closer to Baltimore than I thought they were. They're only 2 games back of Baltimore.
Oh?
1 second.
Baltimore, Minnesota Twins, Texas Rangers lead their divisions. Texas is only up by 1 on Houston, though.
Is Trout
Minnesota.
injured? Injured?
Trout just came back.
Oh, just came back?
Trout
Alright.
just came back like 2 days ago.
Arias is hitting 355 still.
What was Trout?
Uh, broke his finger or something.
Matt Olson's just like tearing up the RBI categories.
I feel so bad for. Well, I feel so bad for either him or Freddie Freeman though.
58 stolen bases for Acuna.
God,
Holy shit.
Anthony Rizzo concussed.
That sucks.
Something like that.
sucks.
Post concussion syndrome.
Like
Poor
Snell's balling out.
Anyway, so Baltimore and Texas are the
Holy fuck.
leaders of the AL East and West, so they'll get their bye for right now.
Yeah.
Spencer Strider has 227 strikeouts. Second place is 195. It's Gosman. He's balling.
Dude, the
He's a
AL
weird
West
fella.
is anybody's division right now. Texas.
Al, what?
Houston's 1 game back, and Seattle's 1.5 back of first.
I'm taking the Rangers to win that.
I mean,
I feel like Seattle might take them. I like Seattle
no,
too.
Seattle sucks.
I like Seattle a little bit.
Yeah?
I don't mind them.
Man and like Seattle.
I don't mind any
They did
sports
do
team.
Seattle.
from
That
Seattle.
was tough. You can't lose that bad to Seattle that many times.
Atlanta's got a stranglehold in the NL East. Philadelphia's not even doing that bad. They're 13.5 back. It's over for everybody else, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Dodgers are spanking everybody. They're up 11.5 on the second place Giants and D-backs. They're tied. And then NL Central, Milwaukee. No one cares about them going to be in the wild card
Tough
anyway.
loss. Stone Garrett injures his
Oh yeah, Stone
His-
Garrett.
his leg. We watched that.
He
that
ran right into the
right into
What
the
do you-
fence. He
yeah.
tried to jump like to catch the ball.
For Stone Garrett. That's probably his only chance because he was alright at the fourth outfielder, and Dylan Cruz is going to be back. It's done for him.
Yeah.
It's wraps.
It's wraps on
gone
his
there.
season.
On Real Tops now, Cardinal will be the show though.
I'm not getting this show.
It's too late in the season
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
What else is there?
There's not much, honestly. The MLB's been kind of.
MLB's been dry.
It's been quiet,
The only
honestly.
reason we got so much content out of the MLB last time is because it was the first ever podcast. It's about the whole season.
Yeah.
There's been this trend circa making its rounds on TikTok. Team Vladdy forever. So Trey Turner, he's been having a bit of a down year, but the Phillies fans decided to give him a standing ovation instead of ripping on him at one of their games, and now he's been on fire. So some Blue Jays fans are trying to get people to do the same thing for Vladdy, and hoping it's because he's not been great.
No, he hasn't.
You need
I mean-
to step up and do something.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like he's Wilton Guerrero's kid right now instead of Vladdy Sr.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if
He
you're
was
gonna,
good. Like
if you're gonna be a number one prospect in the pipeline, you better be pretty good.
he's fucking mashing at the home run derby.
Well,
He
the home
was.
run, yeah. If
Can you just use that power in a game?
if Don
I don't think it's that easy.
No, it's
John
not.
Schneider was just tossing a BP the whole year, like 50 home runs, because it's not 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's not that at all.
He's not swinging for the fences every time. He's just swinging into double plays. I'm still choosing to be optimistic about Vladdy.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the savior of our franchise. It's been more Bo Bichette, but I'm gonna choose to have faith.
Robert
He'll get-
Suarez
he'll get
ejected during foreign substance check.
I don't even know what that is.
I think, yeah.
What is that person?
Who?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know, but he got ejected for
Robert Suarez?
for some.
Is it like a coach?
Yeah, well, we're kind of just getting too deep into
Or is he a pitcher?
Yeah.
I don't know these dudes.
I don't even know who Robert Suarez is, and we're
You guys know who South Relic is?
Yeah, I do.
What's rough really
He
do?
avoid serious injury.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll have this.
Okay, I say we move to.
Is there anything else that's kind of
I don't have anything.
hecking around? All right, let's go to the NBA for a quick touch.
Okay,
Not much.
We can
Only
touch
thing
on.
I know about the NBA is that Harden got fined $100,000 for being an asshole to the Sixers owner.
Can't be
That's
They
what I
wouldn't trade
saw.
him.
Knicks and Raptors.
Oh yeah, the Knicks sued the Raptors. I forgot
Yeah, they have
about
a
that.
lawsuit going on.
What was it? Wasn't it something about
They-
nurse?
Sued employee for
Yeah, I heard
proprietary
about that.
information.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, to be honest.
That's weird.
There's a trade proposal right now.
What is
Raptors acquire Damian Lillard. That would be.
That would be crazy.
That would be absolutely
Damian
wild.
Lillard is not going anywhere except Miami.
At the deadline last year, like I was fully expecting the Raptors to like start selling and ship like OG off and stuff, and then they just got
Sell off anybody.
yacked up total for no
We need to
reason.
get rid of some guys though.
Like,
honestly.
why?
It's time.
Why are they so like?
I mean,
like attached towards
Trade-
OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam.
Trade Siakam at this point.
Siakam, yeah,
Honestly, I think they could get something for
They
Siakam.
could get something decent.
So they might as well just give.
Siakam's an all-star, but they refused to let him go.
Was he not all NBA?
He was. He was second team, I think, or third
Yeah.
team. Probably third team. He's not that great, but
I think there's only 2 all NBA teams.
no, there's three.
There's 3. Are you sure?
Yeah. There's
I'm
two
looking
rookie
it up.
teams, 2 defensive
We're gonna
teams.
check this
Well,
out.
there's 2 rookie teams, 2 defensive teams, 3 all NBA teams. NBA first, second, third.
Well,
I wouldn't even want. Actually, I was. Never mind.
there's also really not too much. Oh, former NBA coach Stan Van Gundy wife dies. That really don't Who's that?
Oh, Stan Van Gundy died, and I got a little sad for a second.
No, it was just his wife.
No one cares about
She was
her.
at 61. That's still tough.
Unless it was like something tragic,
that's
why is
young.
that in the news?
That is pretty young.
Unless that's something like unless she died like in a car crash, why is that news? Who
I don't know.
cares? Stan Van Gundy dying would be news, but not Kimberly Van Gundy.
You gotta say Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry.
Oh, that's a good
Did
debate.
you see that? Stephen Curry said that he was the best point guard ever. He said that.
Who's the greatest point guard of all time?
Stephen Curry.
I think Stephen Curry
If you all agree, it's not a debate. Then.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's Steph?
You think it's Steph?
I think Steph.
Yeah, I
I
think
think it's Steph.
Well, I was hoping we kind of get some content out of a debate.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I'll say it's Magic Johnson just for the debate.
That was my.
You were thinking about going that way?
you don't have
Yeah, I
to
was
do it just for the debate. I was gonna say who's the goat.
I mean, Steph.
For the goat?
No, not GOAT.
No.
Who's the goat? I said.
Goat? Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
If you say
Why are we
LeBron
all
James.
agree?
You gotta think of something like
Why are we all the exact same person?
who's the greatest center of all time?
Ooh.
Bill
I
Russell.
think it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Kareem.
Who?
Give me Kareem every day. Shaq's up there though.
Yeah, but like Kareem.
I like Kareem.
Oh no, he's a power forward.
Just
What
because he's
are you thinking?
Tim Duncan.
No,
He's a power forward.
Timmy Duncan could
Wilt,
play.
Wilt Chamberlain.
So we got a three-way.
Wilt Chamberlain.
What'd you say?
Kareem.
But Will was.
I was gonna say Wilt, too.
Like
Guys, listen,
6
listen,
foot.
listen. 10,000 women. That's all I need to say.
that's
100 point game.
That's true.
Undisputed.
Have you heard like the conspiracy theories that like the 100-point game wasn't real?
Yeah, because no cameras.
It was 1906.
Shit's real though.
Yeah.
He's playing against like 6 foot.
I don't care.
White
100
dudes.
points is crazy.
He's gonna get it.
100 points is crazy.
No, you know what I forgot? It's not Wilt Chamberlain. It's Hakeem Olajuwon. It's Hakeem.
Team the dream.
It's Hakeem. It's Hakeem.
I think it's Shaq.
It's Hakeem.
I think if Shaq went up against those guys, he'd back him down. And
Who? What was the question?
I said, who's the greatest center? I just thought of a new one. It's Hakeem. It's Hakeem
I
Olajuwon.
really think it's Shaq. Shaq's just like
Shaq's.
I just love Shaq all around though.
Hakeem revolutionized the game, the way that the centers play basketball. With the
I mean,
drip
that's
shake
fair.
and his post hooks.
That's true.
Without Hakeem Olajuwon, there's no Jokic, there's no Tim Duncan, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jokic,
Jokic has a case. He could be up there soon.
Jokic needs to
He's
play
already
some
up there.
better
He
defense.
should have. Is that really what you're focused on? He should have had 3 MVPs in a row, but Embiid just called everybody racist who didn't vote for him.
Like Embiid.
At that point, I'm voting for him. I'm not letting that shit leak out. If someone comes up to me like, I'm telling everybody you're racist if you don't vote for me,
Yeah.
I'm voting.
No, like yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Because then
no,
you just seem wrong.
the post, and he's like, everybody's voting for Jokic because he's white. And then they were like, and it's also could be voter fatigue. That's probably why Kobe didn't win as many MVPs. Speaking of
I mean,
Kobe,
whatever.
Why is he in 100 overall in NBA 2K24?
Yeah, I saw that.
What?
He is the most glazed on player of all time.
It's because he's on the cover.
It's because he's dead. That's why.
Well, that too.
It wouldn't be him if he was alive. It would not.
But he's.
No,
Yeah.
it's because he's dead.
And Jordan isn't 100,
Jordan's the GOAT. That's different.
but he should be 100 if Kobe is.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about something else. I heard you say he's on the cover, and I was like, well,
No, no.
yeah.
I was about to get angry, but no. It's because Kobe's dead. That's why.
I mean, I don't.
I really don't care if he's 100.
Me
I
neither.
probably.
It's just of all the people in the league, he's not even.
But you gotta think
Watch your
about.
brightness, though.
I don't know, but you also gotta think about how good Kobe was.
He
His man,
wasn't.
He was good, and
He
he was
He was
good.
barely top 10. He's like 9.
But he's good.
he was
He's like
good.
9. But he's not a
But
100 overall.
But his mentality too. That's like the
Okay.
main reason I think he's so famous because of it.
You
Like,
know what?
his attitude though.
Yeah.
I don't
All
think
the
it was,
mentality.
but I don't think it was just mostly his game. I think it was almost his like overall attitude that was really important.
His attitude was not pass the ball ever. Have you seen that picture of him going up for a layup against 4 Chicago Bulls?
Yeah.
And they're all like 7 feet tall.
I mean, he passed it to Ron Artest that one time.
No one likes Ron Artest.
I know.
World be free.
What is this?
Why did he pass the Ron Artest out of everyone?
Because Ron
I mean,
Artest
seen him-
drained the three though.
Probably
So,
saw him,
let's read this. Okay, there is a bold proposal that the Pelicans might trade for James Harden.
James Harden only wants to go to the Clippers.
I saw the Sixers aren't trading.
No, that's why you
You
got
don't
to
think
find
so?
100K. He was like bashing the ownership because they wouldn't trade him.
Yeah.
You got to throw in the fat.
Well,
suit
let the
again.
guy leave. Like,
He's gonna throw in the fat suit again.
No.
just let him go.
No, trust the process.
No, let him go.
Let him. He wants a ring, man.
He's not gonna win one in
Rocked
Philly
He's not winning one.
unless he
Here's
starts
another
playing
bold
good again.
proposal.
Oh my
Rockets trade for Celtics Al Horford.
No one wants Al Horford. Why is he
Horford
so-
fucking
I
sucks.
love Horford.
It's a reason. Oh no, that's not. He's like 8'5". He's like 8.5 thousand years old. He said retire.
He's up there.
He's been in the league since I think before we've all been born. That's
Yeah,
how
I mean,
old he is. If you guys see him in like the Eastern Conference Finals, he was like barely moving. Just standing in the corner for everything. He was on defense.
What about
See him
Michael?
trying through shoot a three.
He did.
It's funny.
Didn't he switch that shit too?
I mean, I don't know.
Jonas
I-
Haslam retired. Speaking of old people,
Finally,
I think
Guys,
he's retiring
he's
his number.
ancient.
I think they're retiring his number.
They should.
Like, who wants number 40 anyway? It's kind of. It'll be if they don't even retire his number, no one's taking 40. Unfortunately
No.
for him.
Tyler Hero should take it. Tyler Hero should take it.
White boy summer. Well, no. If they trade Dame to the Heat, Harrow's the first one going back to
What are
Portland,
all these,
I
like-
guarantee you.
What's with all these bold
He might
trade
be.
proposals?
Because it's the middle of the off season and no one has
People are
anything
bored.
better to do than write stupid trades
People are
for
bored.
stupid players
What
and
is
stupid
going
teams.
like, honestly.
Like, what else are they gonna cover? NBA Summer League that ended like 3 weeks ago. Webby didn't even play in most of it,
Germani Grant.
and neither did
the
Scoot
fuck's
Henderson.
that?
Don't know.
Jeremiah Grant?
Jeremiah Grant.
That's my bad.
Wow.
I was out of it there.
Nice one.
I mean, do you guys got any more NBA other than
Other than
Jeremiah
really
Grant.
bad trade proposals or saying that James Harden's a dick.
I've looked at everything.
Actually, I don't think James Harden's a dick. He's one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
He's just getting out of hand here. He needs to pick a team. He needs to stay on the team for like maybe 3 years, if that's not too much for him, except for being in Houston. He
Yeah.
needs to win a ring. Because if he goes down with like AI and Chuck and okay, quick. You guys want to do a quick debate?
Yeah, what's
The
up?
greatest ringless player of all time.
Chris Paul. Joking.
I was gonna say Chris Paul. Actually.
Really?
Why?
I don't know.
Out of all
That's just the first person I thought of.
Like
of all the other guys,
it's between Charles Barkley and Allen Iverson.
Reggie Miller and
I was gonna say AI.
Reggie Millie. Reggie Millie.
Reggie Millie.
Reggie Millie deserved one.
it's
I was gonna say AI. Yeah.
But I think Chris Paul also. Chris Paul really deserves one.
Chris
Yeah, he does.
Paul
He works hard.
banged Kanye West's wife.
He's ring chasing at this point. Where does he even play anymore? I know he was the son.
Golden State.
Yeah. He got traded
he's
to
gonna
Jordan
win.
Poole.
Jordan Poole.
That's
crazy.
yeah. He was a wizard. That's what I remember.
Got to go to the Suns. Paul got traded to the Wizards, and then they traded him to the Warriors.
Poole would have been better off in
Yeah, and now he has to be
Phoenix.
banished to.
Is KD still on?
He's-
Imagine KD and Jordan Poole.
and Devin Booker.
I would have. That would be good.
Shit would
that
slap.
would be
DeAndre
nice.
Ayton and Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That team would be crack.
that would be pretty dang good.
They do have Beal. I forgot about
They
that.
do, yes. Didn't John Wall go somewhere too?
Yeah.
Wait, he's been in the Clippers like 4 years. What am I talking about?
No, I think he moved again. Did he not?
No, I don't think he did.
Can you look it up? You just type in John Wall. One of us.
You can. I think you can.
John Wall.
Do you guys know who? Do you know who I think really deserves a ring?
Who?
Even though he's not that old. Anthony Edwards.
I lied. He is a.
That kid. That guy works his ass
He's like
off.
25.
Yeah, but still, I know. I hope he
He's
does.
also banished to Minnesota.
John Wall is a Clipper. By the way.
If I was him, I'd be trying to get out of Minnesota.
He's on his rookie contract.
Yeah, I know, but like as soon as he has the chance, like just leave. Honestly.
Yeah, after they traded for Gobert, I kind of knew they didn't really have a future. Gobert sucks. It's only.
Live Gobert and God.
I don't like
not-
Rudy Gobert.
That's not good.
I don't like Rudy
I don't
Gobert.
like Rudy
You don't-
Gobert.
I don't love him either. He started Kobe.
Not a fan.
I was gonna say the only thing Rudy Gobert is gonna be known for when he retires is starting COVID.
Not a big fan of the dude.
He ate a frog when he went back to France. All right, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
I'm
I'm ready to move on to the NHL here. We got
We
some
move it. We got some
Some big stuff.
Got some big stuff.
big Leafs fan here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Austin Matthews, 4-year, $53 million, 13.25 AAV,
Biggest
Top.
history.
cup bound.
How are you gonna build a team?
They are cup
They're
bound.
so lucky they
We're
signed
top now.
everybody else. Aren't you guys like 10 million over the cap though?
I don't know.
10 million.
Trade Nylander at this point. He's useless. Go Bertuzzi, Marner, Matthews, first line.
God,
I actually like Bertuzzi a lot.
No,
He's-
Ryan Reeves.
Yeah, I forgot
Ryan
Ryan
Reeves, first line goal
also went
scorer.
to the Leafs. That was great.
Terrible contract.
Max Domi.
What was his contract?
Like 3 years long, and he's like 45. He's
Big spoiler guy. We gotta talk about the Evan Bouchard contract. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a steal. We have a 2-year full cup window now.
You also cut your top scout. So how
Yeah,
do you feel?
Goodbye, I guess. Anyway, we'll talk about him later. But anyway, we got a 2-year cup window now. Draisaitl and McDavid, 2 years left in their contracts. Bouchard's got a 2-year cheap deal before he gets 10 mil from somebody else probably. Skinner's on his rookie deal Skinner's on that new deal. Everybody's on like really good deals right now except for Darnell Nurse.
Get that guy out of Edmonton.
I hate you, Darnell Nurse. I hope you watch this and know how much I hate you.
Also, got
Actually,
something to say?
you know what?
Oh,
I wouldn't hate Darnell Nurse as much if he wasn't making $10 million a year. To be completely honest.
Nylander says he wants to stay with Maple Leafs.
That's stupid. He's not going to get no.
Honestly,
plays
he's not even
Rush
that good, Nylander.
He's good.
Nylander's better than what they would have instead. I mean,
He just doesn't play. He just doesn't use his body, but none of the Leafs do. That's why we got Domi, Bertuzzi.
Nylander leaving would just mean moving Ryan Reeves another scary line. One scarier line to the first line. But yeah,
he's getting fourth line minutes if he even plays.
He'll play.
Huge Rangers fan here. I just want to bring up
Is he a Rangers fan?
Yeah. Now I am.
Okay.
So Alexis Lafreniere.
Lexi.
Why do they have an S at the end? That's
French.
so dumb.
He's
No,
French.
I'm gonna call him Alexis.
Well, you're not. Name Lexi.
Well, he signed a 2-year contract.
Yeah, 2.3 mil.
That's like honestly.
He honestly needs to get out in New York because he could still be sold.
Well, too late.
Why New York though? Like who honestly? Like I've
He got
never met
drafted.
somebody and they're just like, oh, I'm a New York Rangers fan. Have you?
I have.
Who?
What's his face? I know him.
Lightning signed Darren Radish.
Lightning also
Radish.
signed Brandon Hagel to a huge contract. What's the numbers on there? Hang on.
I don't think it's that
I'm
big.
not a fan of him.
It's an 8-year.
Is it an 8-year?
Yeah, 8-year
shit.
contract extension with
Brandon
Tampa.
Hagel.
How much for?
Hey, Brandon Hagel, one of the top 2 Red Deer Rebels of all time. We interview number 1 later on this podcast.
6.5 million.
Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned
Aaron
for
Asham.
Aaron Asham.
That's gonna be good.
15 years in the league. He has way more penalty minutes than the games played.
It's a 6-year, 8-year, $6.5 million.
$52 million a year. What's that?
6.5 AAV. Overpaid.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been that great since he left Red Deer.
Give him like 3.5. Maybe cut that in half. 3.25 is perfect for fucking Brandon Hagel.
Brandon Hagel is
What did he even do
okay
this
at
season?
hockey.
He's like mid.
He's 24.
Who's Peter Holland?
Me.
She's gonna be a Tampa Bay Lightning.
Peter
He's
Holland?
32.
Yeah.
What did he sign?
He said attempt NHL comeback, signs
Right,
trial
no one
contract
cares if
with
you-
Colorado Avalanche.
Are you news? You can go back to like Sweden.
Okay, well, hold up. I'm trying to pull up Brandon Hagel's stats because I don't think that's 6.5 AAV worth.
Yes, it is. He's very good at hockey for some reason.
What else is there?
He has 64 points in 81 games. That is not worth 6.5.
This day and age, it kind of is.
No.
Yes, because of inflation.
No.
Yes,
Matthews,
that contract
13 he doubled that shit.
that contract 10 years ago was like 2 mil. It's inflation.
He just
No, it's inflation. That's all it is.
overpaid.
Well, that's gonna be like a standard now. I guarantee you.
I'm just gonna say it. Overpaid.
Wilson signed 7-year,
Derek Ryan's the next one.
$45.5 million contract with Capitals through 2030 to 2031.
Holy-
Tom Wilson.
45.5 for Tom Wilson.
Through 2030.
Cut that by 7.
30.
No, that's like 4-ish. That's like 3.5, I think.
Jones. Who is that? Signed
Yeah,
a
6.5
1-year
year.
contract with the Maple Leafs?
6.5 a year for
Oh.
Tom Wilson.
6.5? Same as Hagel? Holy shit.
You guys know what Bedard's like? What's the entry level like pay? Like how much is getting paid?
His dad-
9,500.
It's the same
Not
contract.
9,500, sorry.
950,000.
Yeah, is that?
It's the same contract everybody gets, no matter who you are.
Yeah. Well, he's getting more than probably any other rookie because of incentives and stuff.
Well, no, but like the contract itself is like
But he's probably
Contract
making
itself.
more than most. 'cause
that
of-
base salary. That's what McDavid got. That's what Draisaitl got. That's what Matthews got. That's what everybody got.
Yeah.
That's what McKinnon
I'm
got.
surprised
Bard
Bard-
got. Whoever.
Surprised
Whoever comes to
Bedard
your
didn't get
mind.
more.
Well, if you're later in
Whoever got it.
the draft, like if you go like 6th round,
You're not
you
gonna
might get 750.
Yeah, not as much.
750.
First rounder gets that 950,
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
and then whatever brand deals or incentives the team wants to offer, then they can go for it and make more money that way.
Yeah.
Well, since we're just like honestly, we're on the topic of hockey and like starting to run out. Who do you guys think is the top 5 in the league right now?
Okay,
Currently,
ready?
Like honestly,
Ready?
Top 5 teams in the league?
top 5 players in the league.
Alrighty, here we go. I'll start
Players.
us off. Ready? Here we
Oh,
go.
Fuck, this is gonna get.
No, it's not
gonna get
really
heated.
because you can really interchange anything. But okay, ready? All right, McDavid, obviously,
Let's-
you know this.
Yeah.
3 hearts. Draisaitl, Matthews.
Is this your order? Like
Yeah, this is an
First
order.
to
This is an
last?
order. Yeah,
Okay.
1 5. I'm actually kind of.
it's tough. There's
Stop.
a top 3 right there.
I have my top 5. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's
Finn.
hear it.
Okay. So number 1, McDavid.
Of course.
Number 2, Draisaitl.
Aw,
Number 3, Matthews. 4, McKinnon. 5, McCarr.
that's exactly what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say it.
That's I'm having that.
That's what I think.
That's fair.
The
That's
one
like
you could
eight.
like think about moving is McCarr. But
Evan
He's
Bouchard,
like the
number one.
best defenseman in the league.
Evan Bouchard's the best defenseman in the league, actually.
If you were to move Makar at that 5, who'd
I
you
mean,
move him for, though?
Eric Carlson had a
What
good
would you-
season, so you could put
No,
him
it would be
in
like the exact same. Like, honestly, it would be
Census.
like McDavid, obviously.
Yeah.
Draisaitl, and then
I wanted to say
Matthews.
Matthews will be over Draisaitl by the end of the year.
you think so? That's
Come
fair.
back at the end of the year.
If
then.
he plays the whole season, he will.
Bold take.
My 4 and 5. Well, it's gonna be McKinnon.
I mean, if you count their careers in terms of times flashing a security guard, Matthews has them.
I mean, that puts him up a point.
Okay, let's do top 5 power rankings for teams.
Okay,
I'm
number
not-
1, Carolina's
Do it.
looking good.
I'm gonna say I was waiting for you to say it. but I'm
Carolina's
very happy
looking
you did.
really good. But number 2,
You're gonna go to
I'm
Toronto.
gonna say my Leafs.
They're looking decent.
Just gonna.
They are cup bound in my opinion. They got some good players.
I hope they make it. It's been. I mean,
Been too long.
it was in Toronto after we won in the first round. It looked like a Stanley Cup parade in there.
Oh fuck!
I wish I was there. That would have been sweet.
They broke the curse. They broke the curse.
They're acting like they won the cup.
Joke anymore. Well, we kind of still are.
Yeah, kind of still.
Okay. Anyway, so after those 3, what is it?
Hmm.
No, two.
Two.
Ottawa also looks good, but I'm not putting them at 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say bring Ottawa on your.
They look good though. Detroit got DeBrincat. They're not going to be that
serious?
awesome. I'm not putting them there either. Honestly, don't know.
Okay, I'll go. Here, I got most of it. So you got to start with Vegas. Cup champs. You got to give it to them, no matter what.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they're retaining most of their original players for like another year or so. So, gotta go Vegas Cup champs. After them, I really want to do the Oilers, but they're not 2 yet. I'm gonna go after them.
Oh, never mind. I know what's up.
Okay, go ahead then.
Okay, so 1, I'm sticking with Carolina.
Okay.
2, I'm sticking with the Leafs.
Of course.
3, I'm gonna put New Jersey in there.
Oh God.
They look good. 4, I'll put Vegas 4
You're
because
reading
you
a
have
list.
to put. No, I'm not. You have to put Vegas at 4 because they just won the cup, so they need to be in there.
retaining most of their players too.
I'll put the Oilers at 5.
Oilers,
Just for you.
Oilers Vegas for the cup last year, by the way. Whoever won that series is winning the cup. Look it.
Okay, now I actually have like a good kind of debate. Do you guys think?
No, we're doing this first. Wait.
I thought you were done.
No, we're still thinking. Okay.
I'm done.
You're done.
I've got my 5 teams.
Okay, go then. Tell them.
I did.
What was your 5th team? I didn't hear you.
The Oilers.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna go Vegas. I'm gonna go Carolina. I'm gonna go the Oilers at 3. I'm gonna go Maple Leafs at 4. And I'm gonna go.
I was gonna say the Avalanche, but
I'm gonna go.
just because they have like
I'm gonna go Minnesota with a healthy or the healthy Kaprizov. Minnesota.
okay.
Matt Dumba.
Do you have one? We don't talk about Matt Dumba on this podcast. He's banished. I hate him.
I don't have one.
Okay, what's your debate?
Do you guys think that Bedard will win a cup, like with Chicago, or
No.
gonna win it with another team?
No Chicago.
He's gonna have to win it with another team.
No Chicago.
I don't think he's gonna win it with Chicago.
Chicago deserves to be in the
He's
pits
gonna-
of hell for all
All right,
time.
if both you were gonna say no, I'm gonna say yeah.
Why? He's not. He's,
Why? What does Chicago have? They have Taylor Hall.
I mean, if he stays there, then they have to win one for him.
What?
If he stays in Chicago, they're winning a cup for him. I'm just telling you. That's not. They won't even be able to hear that. I bet.
Yeah, they will.
All right, stop his
Okay,
story.
that's-
That's that.
Anyway, no, they're not because
All right. I mean, if both of you are saying no, I'm saying yeah.
they have they already had their dynasty. They can go away for a bit. I don't care. Bedard will get traded for like the entire future.
He won't get traded. He'll sign somewhere if he's leaving.
Well, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't let him walk ever. You gotta get something for Bedard. Generational talent. You gotta get like.
If he turns out,
yeah.
Imagine generational bust. Neil Yakupov levels of bust.
nah, he'll be good.
Neil Yakupov.
Yeah, don't bring that up around him.
We don't talk about Neil Yakupov, except for the fact that he gave us McDavid by sucking. So we talk about it sometimes, but not usually.
Yeah.
Like kind of with like McDavid. I don't think he's gonna win a cup with the Oilers. I think he's gonna win a cup, but it's not gonna be with the Oilers.
Leave with the Leafs.
No one wants to play on the Leafs. They get forced to.
McDavid does.
No, he doesn't.
Did you hear him?
No, I didn't.
Love playing in Toronto.
Yeah,
He's coming to the Leafs.
yeah. When he's like 37.
Watch this trade this year.
What's the
For
This
what?
offseason, Nylander for
watch?
McDavid.
Crosby for McDavid.
He'll come to the Leafs when he's like on his way out. He's like 37 and he'll have like 5 rings at Edmonton, and he'll come to there. It's like Gretzky to.
I don't think he's gonna win.
Big fat 0 on the rings.
He's not gonna win any.
You got a 2-year champ window.
Not gonna win any.
Well, Pittsburgh isn't gonna win any rings anymore.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's had their streak.
They've won their rings.
Pittsburgh's gonna be thrown into purgatory for eternity now.
You watch. They're gonna trade Crosby. They're gonna get nothing.
They're not gonna trade Crosby.
And then they're gonna have Jake Getzel carry them.
They're not gonna trade Crosby. He's gonna go out as a lifetime Penguin. Same thing with Malkin. Same thing with the Tang. When he finally gives into those stroke post things.
Help him.
I mean, as long as you can play, go for it. But like, why? You have nothing left to prove. You've had 2 strokes. Maybe that's a sign it's time to hang him up.
I'm excited to see Jake Getzel
No one likes Jake Getzel.
take charge.
You can go back to Europe.
He's leaving Pittsburgh.
I don't think he's from Europe.
I think he is. Gensel. He has to be from Europe. I think he's from Sweden.
Search that up.
He's from Sweden or Finland, I guarantee you.
Probably is. But he has a very English accent.
Well, maybe it's because he's been living in Pittsburgh for like 8 years. He's got assimilated.
Where is he from? Right, where does it say?
American. No, he isn't. You're such a lie. That's not real. He can't.
He's American.
That's so. He has to. His parents would be from Sweden or
He
something.
was born in Nebraska.
Oh,
Like,
Nebraska. I always think Nebraska is Alaska for some reason. I don't know the U.S. When I was thinking Nebraska, they cold, and like when
I think Alaska.
people say they went to Nebraska like watch baseball, I'm like, how? They with snowballs and icicles? What is this?
Personally, I think Alaska should be a part of Canada.
Well,
Isn't it? That's not a sports debate, but let's.
You know what else? You know what, the thing with that is quick. Them to be neighbors to Russia. I don't really want to do that. So because Alaska and Russia are like 100 miles away from each other.
Let's just save that for later. We can talk about that
for the other.
We can do politics here.
No.
So you get a bonk, and we move on.
Yeah, that was deserving. All right.
That's gonna pick up one on the mic.
My big ass head.
Little bonk.
Any more cello?
I'm trying to think.
There's really like
there was so much I thought when we like started preparing. I thought there was like a ton.
Aho, Sebastian Aho.
Oh yeah,
Kane's getting close to new contract.
What? When was that posted?
A month ago.
Yeah, he signed like 2 weeks ago.
So that, you know, there's nothing going on.
James Reimer retired.
Leaf legend.
Barely, but yeah.
No, he
was useless.
Leaf legend.
This person thinks
Jonathan
Jack
Bernier.
Hughes has the best contract in the NHL.
Let's talk about. Is there anything else to talk about? Really? There's nothing.
I don't know what he's getting paid. What is his?
I don't know. I don't think it's that much.
$8 million.
That's
Devil signed Hughes to an 8-year, $8 million per year.
That's pretty good actually for Jack Hughes.
In the middle of the 2020 season. So
that was
I think he's been done as a rookie for a while. Yeah. How long has he been in the NHL?
A while. He lost his teeth. He's not the pretty boy anymore.
You'll get another one.
When he lost his teeth,
you'll get another one.
When he lost his tooth, white women around the world died of sorrow.
I saw so many TikToks about that. It's out of control.
Anyway,
well, are we?
You guys got any more?
No. The worst team in the league. Just real quick. Who's gonna be the worst? San Jose. No Erik Karlsson. San Jose.
That's a fair take.
And no Timo Meier again for a full season. San Jose.
Yeah, probably.
San Jose is gonna never win anything because they're losing.
Montreal pretty shitty too.
Well, yeah.
They don't really have that like star player that they really need.
Kason, they do have a star player. They have David.
God, that was a terrible pick. And why did they get him to announce it and then he just fell apart on stage?
Isn't the reason he's not playing from concussions?
I don't know. Well, he doesn't look okay if he can't say David Reinbacher.
David. Reinbacher.
Reinbacher.
Then the owner has to come in.
Yeah.
Reinbacher.
David Reinbacher.
Well, should we
Reinbacher the linebacker.
I say we're on to the.
I say we're moved to.
All right. Well, speaking of linebackers, for some reason, let's go to the NFL quick.
Jets wide receiver Corey Davis retires after 6 years on the Jets.
What is a Corey Davis?
Casey knows Corey Davis.
He was a top 15 pick, I believe.
That's embarrassing. Fired for 6 years.
Injuries really messed him up. Had almost an 1,000-yard season with Tennessee in 2020.
You know who else had almost a 1,000-yard season actually probably did? Michael Thomas. When is he coming back?
This year.
DeMar Hamlin died.
He played tight.
Brian Robinson got shot.
Corey Davis played 2 seasons as a wideout, and then it lists his position as tight end in 2019.
Isn't he like 5'10"?
Who's Caleb Farley?
He's actually 6'3", I think.
No.
He's a big fucker. Caleb Farley? Yeah, his house exploded.
His father
Farley's
was
dad died
killed.
Explosion.
That's
Exploded. R.I.P.
How does your house explode?
Probably a gas leak.
That's like how that boat exploded. Vapors.
Yeah,
and
that one at Pelche.
Yeah, but
We don't need to talk about Pelche.
But why? 2018, he also almost had
Alright, we don't need to talk about him anymore. He retired. He's old news. Get him
4
out of here.
tutties out. He didn't score a lot of touchdowns.
Is this episode gonna be called Davis and the Jets now?
No. He was a Jet for like a year, I think.
Yeah, he's former Jets wide receiver for some reason.
He was a Jet. Never mind.
We have Sam Darnold is the new backup QB for over Trey Lance.
That's absurd.
Trey Lance downfall is very amusing.
No, they need to
Trey
trade
Lance.
him. He was like having a good camp. He needs to be traded.
As a Seahawk fan, Trey Lance downfall amuses me very much. Speaking of the Seahawks,
I wonder where he'll go.
why isn't Jigba injured? Why? Why?
He'll be back by the start.
Why
of the
can't we never stay healthy? Like, do they want me to never watch again?
That's what all
They
their
might.
But like, why do they hurt? We signed 2 XFL guys to fill his hole. That's so brutal.
That's what you gotta do.
If this is gonna be his whole career, just injuries and shit, I'm gonna be pissed. Cause
Yeah, I would be too.
Don't bother looking at anything on NFL News. It's all
we skipped on
Trey Lance.
mayonnaise on notable
That's pretty
mayonnaise
big.
partner Will Levis for him.
Where
So
do you think Trey Lance is going to go?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Oakland.
Let's bring him to New York
No,
and get rid
Vegas,
of Daniel
Vegas.
Jones.
If Jordan Love sucks, I could see him being a Packer.
Vegas is the
Or-
first thing to keep in mind.
Vegas wouldn't be bad here.
Because they have Jimmy Garoppolo, who's like
Once Kirk
8,000.
gets out of Minnesota, they should get
So-
Lance.
What do you? That's what I think about Kirk. What do you mean gets out of Minnesota? Because he has like a good receiver core right now.
No, like retires.
Oh yeah. How
He's
old
getting.
is Kirk?
I don't know.
He has like kids in the quarterback shows.
I don't think he's that old.
minuscule. I guess Mahomes has 2 kids already too, though. So does Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and he's 24, 25. Yeah, dude, his dad's 45 and Vladdy's like no, he's like 50 and Vladdy's like 25.
No, that's, yeah.
Yeah, that Guerrero family has kids very young.
I know this is really old news, but I don't think you guys talked about it in the last episode. How does Daniel Jones sign a $160 million contract?
Because
Was it?
whiteboard
How big was it?
I don't know how many years it was, honestly. I think it was 4 year.
Which one of his player?
4
Yeah,
years.
4 by 160.
That's crazy. And I honestly, as a new
They're paying Daniel
not
Jones
a fan of Daniel
40
Jones.
million a
not
year.
not a big Daniel Jones guy.
I mean, $40 million a year isn't actually that much.
No.
Compared to the quarterback market, there's guys getting like 55.
Yeah, Case, I was gonna say, as a Chiefs fan, how do you feel that Mahomes now has the 3rd highest AAV in history?
Fucking delighted
Why?
because we don't have to pay him money as
But
much
why
money
not?
as everyone else, and he's the best quarterback in the league, and he's getting like not that much money compared to everybody else. It actually delights me.
Yeah, you say not that much money, but like the highest guy's 55. There's like a $5 million difference.
It's a lot of money though. Like he's getting like 500.
It's like
He's getting $500 million in 10 years.
It's like half a It's like a whole 5 generations might make $5 million. And that's one guy's 1 year.
I mean,
I guess like go for it if you want to pay him that much to make that much revenue. Like, shit.
yeah.
Give him that contract. You suit up. Chucker like 30 yards maybe if I'm lucky.
Don't know who this is, but Sam Wilson got arrested on controlled substance and weapon charges.
Sam Wilson.
How do you get arrested
Williams.
on controlled substance?
Oh, Henry
I don't know.
Ruggs ever? Get sentenced?
I don't think so. Actually, we should talk about
10
it.
years for manslaughter.
3 to 9.
Whatever.
He can get.
Bad
No, he
behavior
can
parole.
get. I think he can get
parole
parole
after
after 3.
He's done. He's done.
Well, he's not playing football anymore.
Oh yeah, he's done.
How much did he even make off his?
Enough to buy a Ferrari, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it
Not-
Ferrari? Wasn't
I don't know what it was. It was fast enough to kill two people or a dog and a lady.
If it
I
was
thought
a
he killed.
Ferrari,
I thought he killed a
the kid
kid,
was male.
like a kid and her dog, and her like a mom and her child. I thought
No,
that's.
it was
It was a girl and her dog.
Oh,
Dude and her
okay, that's
girl and her dog.
If you crashed a Ferrari, the 2 things that are coming in the mail on the same day is an arrest warrant and a cease and desist letter from Ferrari because
Yeah.
they famed their badge.
I mean, no, he's never gonna play football again.
No, he's done.
Well,
Well,
I
maybe.
wish that.
How
Like,
old
I
is
actually.
he?
No, he won't. They won't let him play.
Oh, even if he gets
right.
parole, he'll be 27 with an ankle bracelet, like Contavious Caldwell Pope. Playing in the finals with an ankle bracelet.
He had
in, like,
potential
2010.
though. Like
Oh my god, fastest guy in the league in 2 ways.
I wish the Chiefs would have got him in the draft, but now I don't wish that.
He was one of the fastest guys in the league in both ways, right? So
That's why Tyreek Hill and him is like a 2-headed monster. And like when we had Tyreek, would have been.
that would have been
unreal.
unreal before he But then Tyreek and him would have kind of just combusted at the same
But
time.
now the Chiefs have kind of like gone away from the speed and are like getting height.
Yeah, they were the Legion of Zoom for a little bit.
Other than like
Still
we
to see.
have Kadarius Toney, he's fast.
Checo's a little speedy.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you want.
He's a running back.
Yeah.
And then
But he's to be fast.
I mean I guess like MVS is tall. Justin Ross is
Oh
tall.
my God, what is up with MVS by the way?
Rashi Rice is tall. What do you mean?
He's just
Why is
big body bastard with some good speed.
Why is Kevin Hart on the
Yeah, he
NFL
is, eh?
news?
I don't care.
Why is he on the NFL news? Wheelchair after tearing muscles racing former NFL player.
Crazy.
What a
Who?
guy.
Oh my
Kevin
gosh.
Hart.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I wasn't listening.
Kevin Hart. Anyway, Kevin Hart.
I want to talk about MVS for a second. Because I think he was actually... Yeah, he had 700 yards last year.
Big
That's
body
not bad.
bastard.
Only 2 touchdowns, though.
Well, it's because he's just throwing to Kelsey the whole time. That's why.
That's all we need. Clearly.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Like,
why?
say, once Kelsey's gone.
Kelsey's not going to be gone as long as Mahomes are. It's going to be Brady, Gronk, but it's going to be...
Yeah.
Actually, Gronk's a better tight end all time, and I will stick to that till the day I die.
That's
He
fair.
will be
That's
forever.
fair.
No.
Yes.
That's you don't
Yes.
agree?
I've never seen a tight end as talented as Gronk. Kelsey's just lucky to have Mahomes throwing passes. They have no one else.
One
Same
second.
thing with Gronk, but yeah, pull up the stats. I don't care. There's talent, I meant.
Oh, no, it's...
Give me a second.
Honestly,
Kelsey can't...
How many straight years of 1,000 yards?
what's
I
that?
don't care.
What's that thing about, like...
Kelsey doesn't catch like Gronk. Kelsey doesn't block like
1,
Gronk.
2,
Not physical like
3.
Gronk.
What's that thing about, like, how...
7.
Kelsey sacrificed his career for Travis.
Jason Kelsey's all-pro
7.
center for the
Yeah.
Eagles. I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody said that. Like, he sacrificed who wasn't as famous. I saw something about it.
Oh, lineman. That was
7 straight years
Okay, but like, I don't care.
of 1,000 yards.
You know why he's got 7 straight years? Because he's Mahomes' only target. All right.
Clearly all we need. Back-to-back Super Bowls coming this year. Watch out.
He doesn't catch like Gronk did. He doesn't have the athleticism Gronk did. He looks like he's a cop who's about to turn off his body cam and beat you savagely with a nightstick. Gronk just looks like a guy who escaped from mental asylum. I'd rather have that on my football team. It's intimidating.
No.
Yes.
Did you see Kelsey at the White House?
Yeah, I
He
did.
probably tried to assassinate Biden.
I mean,
Trump
yeah,
524!
he's probably just slamming beers down at the White
He
House.
didn't know what he was going to say to that.
Just found out
They pulled him away.
Wilson at the Vegas championship parade. This guy, yeah, this
my
guy.
God.
Wild Bill Carlson's nickname.
Oh my God. Antonio Brown.
What do we do now?
Arrest issued.
Of course. Well,
What did he do?
Not surprise me.
What
I
did he do?
don't know what he
Is it because
did.
he's leaked on Snapchat again and again and again and again? Again and again?
What's up with him?
Unpaid child support.
Oh. Or was that from one of the Snapchats?
15,000 in support payments to his ex.
I think he has a bit more than $15,000 that he could have gave her.
He blew it all.
Probably did.
Dude, if CTE didn't exist, he could be one of the
He missed
greatest
30
receivers of all time.
grands in payment.
Oh.
Okay, well that's...
Okay, no, but the thing about AB is if CTE didn't exist, he could be one of the greatest receivers of all time. Which is really sad that his career fell off the way it did.
That's okay.
It's not okay. It's like, why?
I like
Who?
how-
What
I like
were
the
you talking
punt
about?
return when he kicked
AB.
his punter in the face. That was brutal.
He was really good, though.
He was a great player.
Like, when he was on the cover of Madden,
Oh,
but
Madden
he just
Cursor, that's what happened to him.
fell
Who's
down.
Corey Davis?
We were talking about Corey Davis.
Did we?
Yeah.
The first thing we talked
He
about.
retired, remember? That's the guy that retired.
Oh, yes, the Jets, dude.
Wow.
God.
I was so out of it. I'm the one who brought that up, too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I'm so out of it.
Davis and the Jets.
Still hurt.
Is there anything else going on?
Still hurts. I don't think so.
I mean, Seahawks won week 2. Always nice to see.
yeah,
But how do you let Deuce Vaughn get a touchdown? Seattle defense.
you just do.
He's 5'5", but why? Why is he getting touchdowns?
He's so fast.
Not really.
He's pretty...
Seems pretty average to me.
What's he did? Oh, we lost to the Lions.
Anyway,
We beat the Panthers.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure there's much else to talk about.
Oh, Saturday?
I don't believe
Kason?
so either.
Jets versus Giants.
Wow.
Gonna be a good game.
Man.
Season still?
New Jersey Jets, New Jersey
That game like
Jets.
has no matter.
No, it matters.
No matter whatsoever.
It's New York versus New York.
Quarter 1.
I mean,
New York versus New York.
Yeah.
Who do you guys?
Yeah.
Who do you guys have on that? New York. Or...
I'm going to
if
say
the
New York.
backup's playing, I'm gonna go New York.
Yeah, let's go with New York on that one, because, wait, should we go New York?
I mean, I'm picking New York.
No, New York's clearly going to win over them.
You think?
New York's beating New York for sure.
I'm taking New York, though.
The New York Jets are going to take down the Giants, just like they did in 2001.
I'm taking the Giants, by the way.
Yeah, I'm taking the Giants, too.
Just
Well,
the backups are playing.
no. Zach Wilson will carry them to a victory.
I actually think Rodgers is playing.
Yes, like 2 quarters, and he's going to go get high in the back in his darkest retreat.
Probably. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about.
Well, I think
we kind of milked a lot of it in the last one.
everything.
I think we're ready to go.
Until hockey season and football season start, there's not. No, we're not talking CFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll do it for episode 2. I'd like to thank the boys for coming on, and that'll do it for episode 2 of us anyway. And then we'll kick you now to the Arron Asham interview. I would like to thank you for watching in advance because there's no outro planned. And have a good one. We got our first ever guest here on All Talk Sports Podcast. He's got 800 some NHL games under his belt. We got welcome to pod, Arron Asham. How you doing?
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
Of course.
So we just want to, lead it off. We want to ask you, what was it kind of like growing up in Portage and playing on that U15 AAA team?
Actually, we usually had pretty good teams. I had a couple. Played with a few guys that went to college. But yeah, we always seem to have a pretty good team. A lot of good talent, local talent. But yeah, we had a blast. It was we didn't win too many games that year, but it was a great learning experience. I think I was 14 or 15 playing AAA midget, so it was fun.
Yeah, 82 penalty minutes for 21 games.
It's not too bad, right?
No, not at all. Got you drafted by Red Deer anyway.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. Actually, I was never drafted in the Bantam draft.
Oh no.
Oh. No. I was picked up. Carter Sears actually came out to. I was in Thompson, Manitoba. It's like 10-hour drive north, and he came in, watched me there in the provincials, and I had a pretty solid weekend. I think I had 25 points in 5 games, and he signed me right there. So it was nice of him to drive from Red Deer up to Thompson. It was
Yeah.
long drive.
A team like Red Deer, it was expansion team in '92, and then you came up in '94, so you immediately played about 60 games, and wasn't a great finish, but that was kind of.
No, yeah, it was. The good thing about that, coming in as a 16-year-old, I had your father, your dad, Mike. We had Jay Henderson, Jesse Wallen, Lance Ward, and who am I missing? Actually myself. So there was 5 of us 16-year-olds. So, I had some guys my age to hang out with, to definitely get into trouble with, and it was definitely a fun year. We didn't win many games, but we learned a lot from the older guys, and kind of helped us through our junior career.
Yeah, that young core, you guys had all those 16-year-olds. After that, you guys had 3 straight playoff runs, couple conference attempts, yeah,
just came up short against the Hurricanes. It actually still bothers me after all these years. We we had a real good chance of beating them, and a bad bounce here, a bad bounce there, and next thing you know, you're down 3-1 in the series.
That's all it takes, really.
Yeah.
Just all it takes is a bad bounce here, a bad bounce there. I felt like we outplayed them. For most of the series, and it was basically whoever won that series was definitely going to go to Memorial Cup. So
yeah,
it was definitely a tough loss.
It would be a tough loss.
Yeah.
You got questions? And then we'll go down the line here.
Should we start questions already? Okay. So who is your biggest inspiration and favorite player growing up?
Geez. Wayne Gretzky, obviously. I was right in his heyday was, when I was glued to the TV, Saturday Night Hockey, CBC, and I loved the Oilers growing up. I loved the Winnipeg Jets, Dale Hawerchuk, Alexei Zhamnov. So there was guys I actually ended up playing against once I made it to the NHL, which was pretty cool. But probably my most favorite player was probably Mario Lemieux. He just could do it all.
Yeah.
I was very curious on how being healthy and how his stats would have went up against Gretzky's, but
He probably would have been undisputed if he stayed healthy.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was just something else, and I had a chance to play against him, and it was a cool experience.
And
All right. So, what was your favorite moment in the NHL or in junior hockey?
Junior, I guess making it our first year as a 17-year-old. I think we were our third or fourth year in the WHL, and we made a little run towards the end of the season, and made it into the playoffs and made it through the first round. But that series, is the fans. It was being a 17-year-old playing in front of all your friends and family, 50 people, to having 7,000 people. It was great. We had a standing ovation for the last 5 minutes of the game. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then for the show, it was making it to the Stanley Cup Finals, scoring in the finals. We came up short there, and just getting a chance to play for the Stanley Cup and actually scoring a goal in the finals was pretty cool.
yeah, I'd kind of been more of a off the ice story, because in my inside sources told me there was this bar fight in Red Deer, and the guy claimed he fell asleep during the fight.
Yeah, that was I think I was with your dad, Pete Vandermeer. I can't remember who else, but
I mean,
I can't remember. It was what was the name of that bar? Ezzy's, I think it was Esmeralda's or something. But yeah, I don't know how. I think it started over a pool game, and then next thing you know, I'm outside with this guy in the parking lot, and he fell asleep during our fight. It was pretty funny. He was snoring away. It was hilarious. Young and dumb, It was
Yeah.
of course. That happened nowadays in the WWE. End of the career.
Yeah, you'd be out.
Yeah, some of the stuff we did back in the day, and the partying, and the fighting, the bar fights, and it just seemed to follow me. I guess follow us around, and if they had cameras or video,
Phones were around.
We'd be in jail.
Yeah.
We'd definitely be canceled, I guess they call it nowadays.
So, what was your kind of initial reaction and thoughts in '96 when you got that call from the Habs?
Oh, I was actually at the draft. I went up there with my agent, and I wasn't expected to go till the fourth round. So being called in the third by Montreal, I was never a Habs fan growing up, so
Nobody is.
no. But right there, once they called my name, I was an instant Habs fan, and it was something you dream of growing up, playing road hockey, playing on the outdoor rinks, playing on the lakes. You wanted to be drafted, and you wanted to, that shot at the NHL.
Yeah, sure. Then you debuted in '98, '99. You kind of remember your first game at all, or not really?
Yeah, it was against Pittsburgh Penguins. Mario wasn't back yet, but yeah, it was it was obviously, it was nerve-wracking. Something you've dreamed of your whole life, and I didn't sleep much that afternoon, and playing in Montreal, there's 22,000 people there, so it was definitely a cool experience, and I don't even remember how much ice time I got, but it was a dream come true.
Greatest feeling in the world for a hockey player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember if you won that game or not?
I think we actually did win a 3-2. I believe we did.
For all those crazy French fans.
Yeah, they're definitely passionate. I wish I would have stayed there a little longer, but didn't get along with the GM at the time. Once Ray Jean Houle got fired, it was me and the GM really didn't see eye to eye, and I guess he didn't like my game too much, and he shipped me out of there.
Yeah, French guys aren't really ones for toughness, I've heard.
Well, they could have used it, but
Yeah.
I had a chance to sign back there, but the GM was actually the assistant coach, I think, at the time, or something. But I chose to go a different way.
Yeah, and so you mentioned not really getting along with the GM. You traded you draft night to the Islanders in 02. Then you had your best season in the league, point wise anyway. Is it kind of just the change of scenery all you needed?
But yeah, it was a change of scenery and a chance to play. I went over there, and Peter Laviolette was the coach, and I played against Lavi in the minors. I think he was the coach of Providence, and I actually might have played against him. I can't remember, but yeah, he knew my game, and he knew what I brought to the table. I wasn't just a tough guy. I could play the game. I had good hands. I had a good shot, and he gave me a chance, played me some power play time, and when you're on the ice a lot, things happen. You get the confidence. You get a feel for the puck, and I definitely had a pretty good season, and unfortunately he got fired, and he was gone. So yeah, so it was back to not playing too much, but yeah, he was probably by far my favorite coach.
And I don't really got to see none of the coaches really seemed to look at all the Rebels records you set there. Kind of just let
Yeah.
all-time
Yes, I
goals,
think
all-time points.
I think I still have a few. I think Hagel beat my assist record a few years ago, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. After all these years, I still have the goals and the points, and I'm sure someday someone's going to break it, but it's pretty cool still having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I always say records are meant to be broken, but it's nice to hang on to them as long as you can, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great, but yeah, I'm sure someone's gonna break it eventually, but
Eventually take fighting out of hockey.
yeah, well, yeah, that's
He was already doing it.
Yeah, the Q's doing it. I don't know. I don't think it should be taken out at all. It's
part of the game.
Big part of the game.
Part of the game. The guys got to police themselves, and
Yeah.
Well, the hits are only
you
gonna get
imagine they take fighting out of the NHL. It would be just a gong show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be ridiculous.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not allowed to kind of settle it yourself and they only get 2 minutes, the hits are just going to keep getting dirtier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that then the sticks, and you need some muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely need it.
Kind of breeds kind of dying out in the NHL nowadays. I think it's guys that come to mind right now are only really Revo and Luch.
Yeah.
I can't really think of much else.
I think there's Gabriel. There's that Nicolas Delush. I don't even know his French name, but yeah, there's a few guys left, but not the guys like back in the day, like the Goddards and the Boogards, and there's no more of those super heavyweights. Luch is up there, but these guys were killers back in the day, and there was a dime a dozen. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Speaking of, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Talking about fights, which one was your favorite fight to be a part of, and
good question.
Run it through us a bit.
My favorite fight. I had a couple of good ones with Barnaby. One in MSG that was pretty good. I gave it to him pretty good towards the end of the fight, and then obviously there's Jay Beagle. The good night.
Iconic.
That was a pretty. Yeah, that was cool, but I definitely got my PP slap for that. The league wasn't too happy about it, but like it was the heat of the battle. I actually didn't ask him to fight. I told him to settle down, and he actually wanted to fight me. So it's too bad he was out for a long time, but it is what it is. Part of the game.
Yep.
Hear Don Cherry talking about it at all?
I heard Grapes. I heard Grapes talk about it a little bit.
Talk Coach's Corner for that one night.
Yeah, it was that was cool, but yeah, he wasn't too happy, but it is what it is.
He's a big purist, so I mean.
Yeah, he was. I think I seen him. When did I see? I seen him somewhere, and he was like, you got to cut that out. And it is what it is. It happens, and
Yeah.
when that happens in front of 20,000 people, it's it's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
Good, pump up the crowd a bit.
Yeah.
yeah, and I felt bad for Jay, but he recovered, won a Stanley Cup, so
Yeah, well,
Got you back
I
there.
I think he's still playing maybe.
yeah,
So
he had that controversy where he was like, he like hit Zegras, and then he was like cross checking him while he was down.
so you know
Heat
it
of the
happens.
moment.
Yeah.
Heat of the moment, you
Did
got to
what
give him
was
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Shit happens out there. You get you want to win, and you'll do anything to win. And
Yeah.
Well, with all those videos out now, like of the fight, do you regret it at all?
I don't regret the fight.
No.
No,
Yeah.
I regret the going off a little bit. I knew I got him good. When you punch someone and it feels like you punched a pillow. It's like
How you know you got him?
soft. Yeah, you got him, and I knew I got him, but I didn't know it was that bad. I'm glad he got up, and I'm glad he skated off, and
Yeah.
and he was a little conky, and glad he didn't break his jaw or anything like that. So it was
I don't think he had
it was
any
no, it was no, he had a concussion and a few stitches maybe.
just enough to quiet him down until you left the league.
Pardon me.
Just enough to quiet him down until you retired, and then he went back to being a dick.
I guess I don't know. He yeah, he definitely I was surprised. Like I thought someone was going to challenge me, in that third period, and
Yeah.
it wasn't a peep. But I got Big John Stud the next game, so that was good.
Yeah. We saw the stick tap on the glass at the end of that, so at least you saluted him at the end there.
Yeah, I was you obviously want to win the fight, but you don't want to go out there and really hurt someone. So it was nice that he got up and he got it off.
Yeah.
So you're obviously part of that 04-05 lockout campaign. What was the THHL? Oh.
That's the Tiger Hills Hockey League in Manitoba.
Oh.
And kind of played a little below your skill level, 81 points in 18 games.
yeah. I had a few games where I was real hungover, but but I had a chance to play with guys I played my minor hockey league with, and I got a chance to play with my cousin Marcel, who actually probably should have went and played somewhere, played college or played pro somewhere, but he just didn't want to leave home. But yeah, it was fun. It was, not gonna lie to you, it was like two of the best months of my hockey career, just being with the guys and getting out there and playing. It was actually playing and dominating. It was fun.
Yeah.
And you went and played a couple games in Switzerland after too, eh?
Yeah, actually, during that season, they actually the Danbury Thrashers called first, and that crazy that like the Danbury Thrashers. I think there's like a little TV show about them, about the gangster guys in Danbury, that hockey team. Yeah, but they called me wanting to go out there, so me and my cousin Marcel were actually going to go, but Switzerland called, so I was like Connecticut or Switzerland, so I chose to go to Switzerland. Yeah, it was cool, man.
All the shit that came out about the Trashers too after it. It's like mob
Yeah.
bosses.
Yeah, and back then I was partying crazy, so who knows what would have happened if I went there.
Yeah.
Would it ended up in jail or shot or something. It was so I'm glad I picked Switzerland.
Better for the career.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of Switzerland, what's the hockey like over there? Is like the atmosphere is the same as over in America?
Their fans are it's totally different. It's like a soccer match. They're jumping, they got drums, they found out that I was a Métis, that I had native in me, and the first game they had like headdresses on and they had their faces painted. They had drums. Back then, right now, if they did it, obviously they're racist.
They're burning that rink to the ground.
Back then, I wasn't offended at all. I thought it was cool, but the hockey, it was skilled. There were some big players, but mostly small skill players. I went there for like 6 or 7 games and I hurt my knee, but I was just crushing guys. It was like open ice. It was fun. And it had some points. It was nice, but it was more of a it was me and my first wife. It was more of a just to go and explore. We had a young kid. We had one on the way, so it was like, let's go experience Switzerland. Went to the Matterhorn, and went to Germany and seen some friends out there that were out there playing during the lockout. So it was fun.
Yeah.
Be real fun. So then coming out of the lockout, you played 2 more years in Nassau, and you signed that 1-year deal in New Jersey. What was it kind of like just going like 20 miles from rink to rink?
I didn't regret it. Jersey was more of a quick pit stop. I loved Lou. I loved the guys. I got to play with, probably one of the best goalies ever in Mark Brodeur, and we're good buddies, and I played with Pandolfo and Madden. Like, this great guys. It's just it was just one of those one and done, and ended up going to Philly, I believe, and spent 2 great years there, and went to the finals, and and I bounced around a couple more years. It was nice.
Yeah, playing in Philly, you had 4 goals in that 2010 playoff run, and arguably the biggest was that was a goal in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Montreal. As a matter of fact, which is kind of cool coincidence.
Yeah, I had friggin' like 3 or 4 solid chances that game, and Halak made some big saves, but yeah, it was got a nice. Carl made a nice play to me, and used my hands, made a nice little move, and snuck one by him. And that city during that run, it was unbelievable.
Kind of
The fans are crazy there. Obviously, you guys know with the Philly fans, but it was awesome.
Best and worst fans at the same time.
Yeah, like, you want to be on their side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had some friends that were in from Canada when I was playing with the Rangers, and they actually stopped by the house, and before they jumped on the train, went to Philly, and my wife was like, "You guys can't go to Philly with those Ranger shirts on. They'll kill you." So they're like, "Oh yeah, good idea." So they had to change their shirts, and even when we scored and they cheered, they still got friggin' shit on. They're crazy. They're passionate. I loved it.
Now that we brought up like all the teams you've been around, teams you played, what do you think was your favorite team you played for or played against in the NHL?
Played for is, that 2010 run in Philly was great. Pittsburgh, my 2 years in Pittsburgh, just the city and the people in Pittsburgh were phenomenal. But probably my best, the most fun I had was that run in 2010, making it to the finals. It was the fans, the team. We made it last game of the season on a shootout, and then it was funny. Me and Scott Hartnell were having a hot tub after the game, or actually before the game against the Rangers, and I was like, whoever wins this game's winning the cup, and then almost came true. We were a couple games short.
And what was that? So, speaking of going to Pittsburgh, what was kind of the fan reaction when you just jumped from one to the other side of the Battle of Pennsylvania, side by side?
It seemed like every team, because I went from the Islanders to the Devils, and the Devils fans didn't like me too much, and because I always fought with Jansen, and and obviously that New York New Jersey rivalry, and then going from Jersey to Philly, it's not that far. They got that rivalry, and so it took the fans, a good couple of weeks to a month to warm up to me, because they're so used to hate me.
Yeah, and then so that 2012 first round when you were in Pittsburgh and you were some of those games in Philly, what were kind of did you get booed at all, or were the Philly fans more thankful?
No, they booed me for sure. That's
They do.
I wasn't wearing the black and orange, so I was their enemy. But I was, you had your odd diehard fans that that still clap. But I didn't expect Philly to to cheer for me. I expected the reaction I got. There was a few. I had a few Ashams out there, but But yeah, overall, it's always nice going back,
Oh,
to the old bar and you played in and getting the reaction from the fans that used to love you to now they can't stand you. It's great.
Back to that run in Philly. I'm sure the team chemistry played a big part in that run. How do you feel like how important do you think chemistry is in hockey?
Oh, I think it's huge. Huge. If you don't have a good locker room, if the guys aren't, willing to die for each other,
Yeah.
aren't having fun every day, like, some teams just, people dread going to the rink. It's there's a locker room, there's a cancer in the locker room, or there's a rift in the locker room. It can hurt you. And in Philly, like even though there was rumors going around that we would all laugh about with Hartnell and Carter and all that stuff, it was just total bullshit. But we had a tight locker room, and it goes a long way. Like in that series against Boston, we were down, 3-0. And we believed in each other, and Richard laid a big hit on Krejci and changed the series, and we win it in 7 games. Being down 3-0 in the first period against Boston, we chipped away and we believed in each other and pulled off a huge upset.
It was prime Boston too, because they won the cup the next year, so that kind of makes it even more impressive.
Yeah, they definitely learned from it. Had to have. And they should have won the cup this year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah,
They had a great team.
They had a great run as well.
They did, and Bergeron he's just an unbelievable player. I was hoping he was gonna have one more shot at it, but them's the breaks.
Yeah, and then they're losing Bergeron and Krejci and Bertuzzi in this one offseason.
Yeah,
They're not. It's gonna be a bit of a different story next year.
They're gonna, but yeah, it's gonna be definitely a tough. It's gonna be, but they got some good guys there too. They got Marchand. They still got a lot of talent, Pasternak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they'll be fine.
Different story. No more records.
No, they're definitely not breaking any records. That's for sure.
So in that 2012 thing again, I'm gonna go back to 2012 with Pittsburgh. Game 3,
Yep.
you cross-checked Shen, and Bettman handed you a 4. Do you think you kind of regret that at all, or that led to the end of the season? Like the suspension lasted to the end of the season. I think it was.
Yeah. I don't think it was worth 4 games. They told me if it was regular season, it would have been 8 because it was playoffs. It was it's basically like 2 a game, but no, I didn't get him in the throat. I that's why when he went to the ground, and I knew I didn't get him. I got him in the chest and rode up. That's why I gave him a couple of shots in the back of the head. But it's playoffs, man. It was like we're down in the series. They had control of the series, and got to try to change it somehow. And he laid a nice clean hit and big reaction from the crowd. I thought I would try to change the momentum, and it looked a lot worse than it was. Like he wasn't even cut. It was he played it up very well, and I never had a chance to get him back for it, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Today's game would probably be worth a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be 20 games probably now. It's crazy.
Yeah. So in 2013 offseason, you signed that 2-year with the Rangers. You ended up playing about 33 total games, and then in 2014 it sent you down. That kind of sign that was getting close to the end.
Yeah, that's it's funny to say, but for the older guys, that's where you go to die. Who's the Rangers, and it's happened with me. It happened with Marty Biron, and I love Torts. The lockout season, I loved him as a coach, and following year he obviously got canned. We had Vigneault in there, and I don't know what it was. It was I knew at camp that they're trying to make me quit. I was like 13 years in the league, and they're making me do 2-a-days and played every exhibition game back to back. I knew what they're trying to do, and they're trying to break me down. And I was one of the better players in camp. Like exhibition, guy had a great exhibition, so they couldn't send me down because had this motto, blah 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 shit.
Yeah, whatever.
But we started off a little slow, and I guess they thought it was me and Biron's fault, and they sent us down. And that was it.
Yeah. So yeah, after 15 years, 789 games, 1,000 some penalty minutes. So out of all that, what was kind of your favorite rink to play in?
Oh, my favorite rink.
Favorite box to sit in?
Toronto is always nice to go to. Anywhere in Canada is great. I like going out to LA, Anaheim. Those are always cool. You know, the sunshine, the summer, and great weather. You could do a little golfing. But my most favorite one is, geez, I'm gonna have to go with Bell Center probably.
Yeah.
That place is electric and playoff time, and there's not too many better buildings than that.
Yeah. Well, in that goal horn though, when it's for you, it's great. When it's against, it's probably the most annoying one in the league.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you're playing from, it's great. If you're not, it sucks.
Yeah. You guys got any more questions?
I got a few. You can go.
I don't just.
My career.
Who would be one of your favorite players you got to play with or against?
My favorite player, probably. Oh, jeez, I'm trying to think who. Obviously, like there's Sid and the Genos, guys like that.
Yeah.
Claude Giroux was great. We had a great chemistry in Philly his first year. Yeah, I'd probably have to go with just probably being around that dressing room in Pittsburgh with Sid, with Gino, with Letang. Those, just the way those guys came to practice every day, came to work. Their winning mentality, rubs off on guys, and and just like everyone got along great. Everyone was friends. It was a great experience and great time.
So but in 2016, when you were kind of done for good, the New York Junior Islanders came calling for you to coach for them. What was that process kind of like?
It was. I think I took like a year and a bit off, and Gar Snow, who I played with on the Islanders, he was still a GM out here, and I was kind of trying to get into coaching, and kind of stay around the game. I was missing it. I was, that first year of not playing hockey, retirement, being home. I needed something to do, so I called up Snow, and I was like, "Do you have anything for me to do? I want to, be around the game more." And he offered me this job, coaching in the youth, the PAL Junior Islanders, and I've been doing that ever since.
You get to go to the
Love
Quebec
it.
International, biggest Pee Wee tournament in the world.
Yeah, I've been doing that for, I think it's just 7 or 8 years now, and what an experience that is for the kids. It's they just the way they do things there. It's special, and the kids have a blast. The parents have a blast because the kids are billeted, so the parents are all partying for 10 days. It's a great time. It's a great experience for the kids.
Just a quick thing now, just to wrap her up a bit. So this year was the 17th annual chance to play golf tournament in Portage. Kind of tell me about that. What was kind of the setup for that? Because you were still
yeah, we're still doing it. Started obviously started close to 20 years ago. COVID, we had to stop for 2 or 3 years. But growing up, I had 3 brothers and a sister, and money's scarce, and I always had people stepping up. A couple of the reservations back home, the chief stepped up and helped with registration, helped with travel expenses. So when I was in a position to be able to give back, we came up with this foundation, and we try to help as many kids a year with hockey, with travel, with expenses, because it's a freaking crazy expensive sport. So
Oh my.
yeah, so we've been helping kids in central Manitoba, and we're looking to expand it to all of Manitoba here soon, and try to get as many kids as we can play in the game.
Perfect. Well, you guys have anything else?
I'm out of questions.
We're ready to wrap her
All
up.
right. Perfect.
I'm trying to get your dad to come down.
Working on it, I promise. I'll get him a note.
I spanked him in Red Deer in golf a couple of years ago, so he's down some money, so he's got to come and play me.
And now that he's heard this, he'll give him an extra kick in the pants to make his way up.
Yeah, or actually, I could come out to you guys too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anytime.
Come out and beat him on his home course. Hey, boys, good luck with everything.
Thank you,
Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Of course.
see you, Ash.
Bye, guys.